So welcome to Creativity in the Classroom Made to Stick. For those of you who weren't able to join us tonight, I thought I would give you a little overview of what we're going to learn in this class. So first, make sure that you get the book Made to Stick by Chip and Dan Heath. This book, I think, will give you some ideas on how to make your ideas sticky in students' minds. So I'm going to go over their little secret to success. And in fact, that's what they call it, is SUCCES, that to make ideas sticky in someone's mind, they must be simple, unexpected, concrete, credible, emotional, or tell some sort of stories, or a combination of all of those. These are their 6 principles. So if you use these in combination, hopefully, then ideas that you have or ideas that you're teaching to students will become sticky, and they'll be able to remember them a little bit more easily. Let's take a look at the first one. KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. And one of the things that reminds me of is Dr. Dunn, Lonnie Yinks, all of them had that keep the main thing the main thing. Sometimes when we diversify too much, and I hate to say it, sometimes I think of what we're doing right now with food banks and healthcare centers in our schools, maybe that is keeping us away from the main thing of educating students. Maybe not. Maybe that's part of what we have to do to be successful with kids. But as you read the book and some of the examples, I think you think that you have to remember what your main focus is and relentlessly go after that main focus and just exclude all the other extra items that are out there making noise and calling your attention when you need to focus on making something, whether it's getting kids to their proficiency point or whatever it is, as school teachers is our main idea. The next one they talk about is if something is unexpected, then it often is sticky. For example, the gift of the Magi. Those of you who remember that story, at the end, there's quite a twist. There's some irony at the end where one person sells her hair to buy her husband a pocket watch chain, and when they exchange the gifts, he has brought her combs for her hair, which is now gone. And how did he buy the combs? He sold the pocket watch, and she cut her hair off and sold her hair to pay for the pocket watch chain, which these gifts were useless, but on the other hand, they certainly showed a lot of love. So anything that has a twist or a turn, thinking outside the box, will make an item stick in people's minds. The C is for concrete, the use of the senses. What do I see? What do I hear, smell, taste, or touch? For example, if someone says, I saw a pretty stream, that's pretty generic, it's pretty bland. It's not sticking into my mind and getting a good picture. But if I said, I could hear Belt Creek bubbling through the ice crystals, smelling of mud in spring. Well, I can hear the bubbling. I can feel those ice crystals. They might be sharp. They have a certain texture. Also the cold of those crystals, and I could see them maybe glinting in the sun. The smell of mud in spring. I can also feel that mud maybe between my toes or something, and the smell of spring. So it begins to paint a picture in the mind. We're always telling the students, get more details, get more concrete details in your writing so that people can understand what you're talking about. The next C is credible. A tiger doesn't lose sleep over the opinion of a sheep. So if someone is credible, we're going to remember what they have to say. For example, that kind of consider the source. A topic, or teachers know more than parents. I remember my kids saying, Mom, the teacher said this, and I had said the very same thing over and over and over, but until the teacher said it, it wasn't real. They did not believe it. So if the source is credible and an expert in the field, we're more likely to remember and believe that information. And then the next to the last is emotion. Cute baby animals, this tugs at those heartstrings, and you see it all over YouTube. Baby animals, cute kittens, puppy videos, a parrot who can talk, all of these are really interesting. We also know that the jury often sides with injured kids or kids who are sick, whether the facts speak the opposite or not. We had a case here at Belt, which actually didn't go the other way. People believed the experts, that credibility, the doctors saying what they said, versus the injured child who had had a concussion on the football field. But oftentimes that emotion will overtake the other arguments. Then we have stories, Aesop's fables. Now these have a twist at the end too, so they have that surprise, that unexpected thing, the tortoise and the hare. We all expect that the hare is going to win this race, but because it's told as a fable, if we look at the Bible with all of the parables, the way Jesus explained things through storytelling, it stands out in your mind. We often tell students to have an anecdote or tell a story as an introduction to a speech or to writing. Again, this personalizes it and it helps it make it a little bit sticky. So what you're going to be doing through the class is exploring each one of these areas in depth through a chapter in Chip and Dan's book, Made to Stick. And then you'll be answering questions and also doing a project. We have 3 months, and I've broken this down into 3 units of 1 month long each. Everything is in Google Classroom. We will be meeting April 11th for our other face-to-face, but if you need any help in between times, please don't hesitate to contact me. Be happy to meet you at a coffee shop, be happy to answer questions on the phone or via email. So good luck on your class, and I will be seeing you in the Google Classroom. Thanks, and have a great night.